Assalamu alaikum, grade 6. How are you, my dear students? Today, inshallah, we will continue in Unit 14, Ratio and Proportion. Our lesson today is Sharing in Ratio. You can follow this in your course book, page 138 and 139. In today's lessons, you will be able to share ratios between two parts and calculate outcomes. And you will be able to share ratios between more than two parts and calculate outcomes and work with ratio word problems. Now, let's remember what's ratio. Ratio is a way of comparing two or more quantities. We have this example. We will solve it together. The ratio of triangles to squares is. He wants from me to find the ratio of triangles to squares. So first I will find the number of triangles. How many triangles I have here? Yes, I have 4 triangles. 2 squares. How many squares I have? 3. So the ratio is 4 to 3. First we write numbers of triangles, then 2, then number of squares. So we have our ratio now is 4 to 3. Now let's remember how to simplifying ratios. We have here 6 blocks. 2 of them are green and 4 of them are yellow. The ratio of yellow to green blocks is, how many yellows we have? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many green we have? 1, 2. He wants the ratio of yellow to green. So we first put the number of yellows. 4 and how many green? 2. So the ratio is 4 to 2. How we will simplify this? Remember? Who will tell me? Yes. We simplify a ratio by finding the highest common factor. What is the highest common factor between 4 and 2? Yes, it's 2. So we will divide both sides by 2. We get 2 to 1. So the ratio of yellow to green is 2 to 1. Now it's your turn to simplifying ratios. Question number 1. Simplify the ratio 4 to 10. Who will answer this question? How we will solve it? Yes. Find the highest common factor between 4 and 10. What is the highest common factor between 4 and 10? Yes, it's 2. So we will divide both sides by 2. So 4 divided by 2, 2. 10 divided by 2, 5. So what is the answer? Yes, 2 to 5. Excellent. Now we have question number 2. Simplify this ratio. It's compound ratio 4 to 10 to 12. Who wants to solve this question? Who tell me how we will solve it? Yes. First we have to find the highest common factor between 4 and 10 and 12. So what is the highest common factor between these 3 numbers? Yes, it's 2. So 4 divided by 2 equals 2. 10 divided by 2 equals 5. 12 divided by 2 equals 6. So after I simplified, the ratio become 2 to 5 to 6. After we revise what is a ratio and how we simplifying ratio, now we will start our lesson. Sharing in a ratio. What is the meaning of sharing? Sharing means divide. Sharing in a ratio means you can use ratios to divide things up or share them. How? Let's see. Sally and Bob bought a car for $15,000. Sally paid $10,000 and Bob paid $5,000. We can write the amount as they paid as a ratio. Sally, she paid $10,000, Bob paid $5,000. Then we can simplify this ratio. How we will simplify it, remember? Yes, finding the highest common factor. What is the highest common factor between 10,000 and 5,000? It's 5,000. So divide both of them. We get 10,000 divided by 1,000 equal 2. 5,000 divided 5,000 equals 1. So the ratio of the amount they paid is 2 to 1. Now, Sally paid twice as much as Bob, because this is what we can see from the ratio. She paid it twice. 5 years later, they sold the car for $9,000. They need to share the money fairly between them. Sally paid twice as much as Bob, so she should get twice as much as him. But how do we work out how much each of them gets? How do we split $9,000 in the ratio of 2 to 1? Or we can ask in another way. How do we divide $9,000 in the ratio of 2 to 1? To share in a given ratio, first add the numbers in the ratio to find the total numbers of parts. How? We know that Sally paid twice. That means she paid 2 parts, right? And Bob paid once. So how many total parts we have? Sally paid 2 parts and Bob paid 1. So 2 plus 1 equals 3. So the total number of parts, we have 3 parts. Second step, divide the amount to be shared by the total numbers of parts to find the value of 1 part. What is this meaning? Divide the amount. What is our amount here? Yes, our amount is $9,000. We want to divide it on number of parts. How many number parts we have? We have 3. So we will divide 9,000 divided 3. Why we divide? To find the value of 1 part. So 9,000 divided 3 equals $3,000. After we find the value of 1 part, we know that Sally paid twice than Bob. So we will use multiplication to work out the value of each share. Sally gets 2 parts, right? So we will multiply $3,000 multiply 2 equals $6,000. And Bob gets once, right? Because he paid, according to the ratio, he paid 1 part. So 3,000 multiply 1 equals 3,000. Now let's practice more. $20 is divided between Anna and Jim in the ratio of 3 to 2. How much money does each get? We know here that the number of parts here is 5. 3 plus 2 equals 5 parts. 3 parts for Anna and 2 parts for Jim. How we will know how much money does each will get? We know the number of parts is 5 and we know the amount, so we will find the value for one part. How? We will divide 20 divide 5 equals $4. So each part will get $4. So how much Anna will get? Yes, Anna will take $12, while Jim will take $8. Here we have another example. $70 is divided between Joy and Kate in the ratio 3:4. How much money does each get? To solve this question, we have 3 steps. Remember, first step, add the numbers of parts. 3 plus 4 equals 7 parts. 7 parts, as you can see, for Joy 3 parts and for Kate 4 parts. After we find the number of parts, we will divide the amount on the number of parts. 70 divides 7 equals 10. Joy will take 3 parts. So 10 plus 10 plus 10 equals $30. So Joy will get $30, while Kate will get $40. Now we have the last example. There are 36 pieces of fruit in a box. If the ratio of apples to bananas is 4:5, how many bananas are there? How we will find the number of bananas? First, find the total numbers of parts. 4 plus 5 equals 9. Second step, divide the total amount by the total of all the parts in the ratio to find the value of one part. So 36 divide 9 equals 4. Third step, multiply each ratio by the value of one part. So here, look at the table below. I have the ratio apples to banana 4:5. For each part, the value of one part is 4, so I will multiply 4 by 4 equals 16. So we have in the basket 16 apples. And how many bananas? 5 multiplies 4 equals 20 bananas. What do you notice here? We will notice that when we add the parts back together, they make the total amount. This way we can check our answer if it's correct or wrong. Now it's your turn to practice. $60 in the ratio of 5:1. He said the answer is $50 to $10. What do you think? Is it true or false? We will see. We will solve together. First, we add the number of parts. 5 plus 1 equals 6. What is the amount we have? 60. So we will divide the amount by the number of parts. 60 divides 6 equals $10. Then we have the ratio is 5:1. So 5 multiply 10 and 1 multiply 10. 5 multiply 10 equals 50 and 1 multiply 10 equals 10. So what do you think? Is it true or false? Yes, it's true. Excellent. Who wants to solve this question? 72 centimeter in the ratio 7:5. He said the answer is 49 centimeter to 35 centimeter. What do you think? His answer is correct or no? Think about it. We will see. Number of parts is 12. 7 plus 5 equals 12. Then we divide 72 centimeter divide by 12 equals 6. And we know the ratio is 7 to 5. So we will multiply 7 multiply 6 equals 42 centimeter, and 5 multiply 6 equals 30 centimeter. So what do you think? His answer is correct or no? No, his answer is false. Another question. 35 kg in the ratio 4 to 3. The answer is 15 kg to 20 kg. What do you think? True or false? Who will tell me the answer? We will see. First, we add the number of parts. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Then we divide the total amount by 7. So 35 divides 7 equals 5. And we know the ratio is 4 to 3. So we will multiply 4 multiply 5 equals 20. And 3 multiplies 5 equals 15. So the ratio is 20 kg to 15 kg. And what he said? He said 15 kg to 20. So his answer is correct or wrong? Yes, his answer is false. Now we will solve question number 9 from your course book, page 139. In a wood, there are oak trees and beech trees. In one section of the wood, there are 35 oak trees and 49 beech trees. In the whole wood, there are 7,200 trees. Show how Maya worked out this estimation. Her estimation is, she said, I estimate that there are 3,000 oak trees in the wood altogether. We will see how Mia worked out this estimation. First, we will write the ratio of oak tree to beech tree, which is 35 to 49. Then we will simplify the ratio by dividing both sides by 7. We get 5 to 7. So the ratio of oak tree to beech tree is 5 to 7. Then we find the total numbers of parts, which is 5 plus 7 equals 12. After we find the total number of parts, we will divide the whole wood tree, which is 7,200, divides by 12 to find the value of one part, which is equals 600. Then the oak trees equals 5 multiplies 6,600 equal 3,000, and for beech trees equal 7 multiplies 600 equals 4,200. So what do you think? Her estimation is correct or no? Yes, her estimation is correct.